Hey guys, we're back with Lucid9. When we last left off, Yama started going insane and we started suspecting Yahiko. This is our most recent save. Oh yeah, and Eri showed up. I almost jumped at the sudden voice from behind. Eri is seated on the edge of the table, munching quietly on a peach. Where did you come from? Classroom 2D. I want to go to that classroom. Well, I know that. She only tilts her head at me. Like a perfectly calibrated machine, waiting for a simple command. Like a soulless doll ready to kill. Oh, I need to stop this. These are people I'm talking to, not machines. And they're not killers, and I'm not a killer, and we're just ordinary students in an ordinary school. Something's bothering you. I falter, my words cold in my mouth. My thoughts are building up in my head, pounding incessantly, begging for exit. Should I talk with her? Talk to Eri. She's the only one who can save us from this madness. Everyone else is gone. I mean, no, Yui has a fair reason to stop talking to us. Masato, I don't really know what's up with Masato. Yahiko, I mean, he might be the culprit. Yeah, I had an interesting day. What happened? Well, I saw someone die, maybe killed by my close friend. Then I was a jerk to the only person who stuck by me. And I went to the sketchy part of town where I saw a mutilated body, except I can't remember how because my brain is only half functional. Not much. She evaluates me for a moment from behind her peach. Let's go to the rooftop. What? She only gestures for me to follow her as she pops out of the classroom. Well, at the very least, I guess it's a better place to talk. Like most days, the rooftop is practically empty. Eri plops down the knobs. Oh, hold on. I think I forgot. Hold on. Open that up. I guess we're back with Lucid9 until his knuckles turn white. Okay, no, we're good. Sit. I obligingly settle next to her. She pushes a peach in my hand. You're quiet. She states this placidly, the irrefutable fact of a textbook. I only stare at the peach. Is this for me? Yes. I can eat it? Yes. Hesitantly, I bite into the fruit. It's poison! It's succulent and soft. I don't realize how hungry I am until that moment. I had plenty of chances to eat, but little appetite. The sobering thoughts bring me back into the moment. Look into the sky, idly blurting out whatever comes to mind. Feels like life has been the same for years, and now everything's changing. I don't even know why. It was poison! A ice spark pulsed at my lips. Close my eyes and lean my head against the bench. Give me some alcohol. Let's drink our sorrows away. Eri remained still, waiting for me to elaborate. You know, when people are upset, they drink themselves to oblivion. That kind of thing. Good idea, right? Now that's a contribution to society. Still silence. Disconcerted, I opened my eyes. Eri's nowhere to be found. She wouldn't have taken me seriously, would she? Wasn't it obvious that I was joking? Eri? Nothing. I quickly checked my phone, no message, and behind me she has a gun. Maybe she left for a different reason. Maybe she decided not to talk to me? Yama. Yeah! Oh, bring on. Eri is standing behind me. Oh, you bottle sake in one hand, arm and a bottle of vodka together. Oh, crap. She actually took me seriously. Where did you get that from? Nope, never mind. How did you get that into school? Alcohol is strictly forbidden? Well, yeah, because... I mean, that makes sense. Dude, in the space of maybe a minute, she's managed to acquire some and smuggle it in. Eri only smiles slightly, holding both bottles in my direction. Drink. She looks so proud of herself. I cannot condone underage drinking. Yama, do not drink. Can't find it in me to refuse. Ah, Yama! But alcohol? What am I supposed to do with this? Can you return it? I wanted to drink your sorrows away. Well, no, I wanted to get drunk. She suddenly sprints away towards the edge of the roof. Alarmed, I follow her and watch in shock as she manages to numbly jump on the branches of the tallest tree. I can only assume she manages to shimmy down the tree onto the ground, because her small frame is immediately lost in the foliage. Too alarmed to speak, I mindlessly walk back to where I sat before. Stare at the alcohol that's now in my possession. Wait, I have alcohol. I could get expelled. I could go to prison. I could... Here. Yeah! Where'd she come from? Didn't I see her in that tree? Like this. Pushes a can of Starman energy drink into my already full arms. If you mix this with the alcohol, you'll become intoxicated much quicker. What? Well, you'll feel alert, so you'll want to drink more. Do not. Should have guessed that Eri will take my words at face value. How does she even know all this? Wait. I don't actually want to get drunk. It was a joke. Joke? First of all, I'm not stupid enough to get drunk, especially that my brain is only half functional as is, since it's illegal at my age. Not that Ari seems to care. Okay, first things first. How do I get this alcohol out of school without anyone noticing? Throw it. I guess I could just ask Ari, but that doesn't seem very fair to her, so it was the one who made her get it in the first place. Unintentionally, of course. How did she get it here? No, she can climb trees with ease. Maybe she also went through the ventilation or sewer systems, but that's ridiculous, isn't it? Either way, the key lies in her hands. Ari, how did... Bang! Watch your door as the cork shoots out of the vodka bottle, sails over the railing, and plummets to the ground below. Oh, what the heck? Oh. Well, crap. Is this a cork? I gingerly peer over the railing. Peer over the railing. Student is clutching the vodka cork, squinting upwards. I hurriedly leaned back before he could see me. Fantastic. Thought this day couldn't get any better. Hey, Teach, this cork just came from the rooftop. Oh, this is... the smell! Is there a party on the rooftop? Not an official one. One says the teacher storms into the classroom building. She'll be here any moment. Frantically, I turned to Ari, who's experimentally tasting the vodka. Ari, we need to get rid of this. Now. Ari clearly registers the urgency in my voice. She promptly sets the vodka down and stares right at me. Throw it away? But no, just put it back wherever you got it from. Oh. Quickly hands the alcohol to me. I wasn't trying to steal it from you. Oh, all my AP restored. You guys know what time it is. No, just put it back where you... Slam. Teacher stops to the rooftop as she's searching for someone to kill. Jolted with panic, I make a vague shooing motion in Ari's direction before I leap out of my cover into plain sight. Professor? Crap, my voice cracked. Come on, where are those make-believe skills? You! The teacher barrels in my direction, her eyes flaring. Did you see any other students on the roof? No. So you admit that this cork came from you? She raises the cork with shaking hands. Dang it! Should have made something up. Should have said they were students, but they ran away. What's that? It's the only half-intelligent thing that comes out of my mouth. Don't play dumb with me, young man. Where are you hiding it? God. What? Come to think of it, why are you standing in front of this bush? Bush? What bush? Shifts to her right. Follow to block your view. She waves to the left. I mimic it. Okay, that was definitely suspicious. So it's behind you, is it? What's behind me? You're digging your own grave, young man. Move aside. This is it. This is what all my years of suffering through school has turned into. This is the culmination of my sucky week. Should be stupid. It should be trivial. Getting expelled from school? What does that matter in the face of 5 deaths? We're losing my friends. What if I turn homeless? What if I enter the spiraling abyss of debt? I have to join the Yakuza and I contract tetanus during... how do you say that? Tetanus? Tetanus, right? During my job gone wrong. Huh. Supposed to be in the clear. Thank God for Ari. She steps away from the bush. Surprisingly, it's empty. There's no sign of Ari nor the alcohol. Did she finally understand what I meant? Or should she just take it to a more terrifying purpose? The teacher suddenly whips to me, her eyes narrowed. Well, I apologize for suspecting you without any basis. She sounds about as unapologetic as a toddler in a tantrum. She's not very sorry. If you happen to find those irresponsible students who are in possession of alcohol, give them a little message for me. They can run, but they can't hide. Then just as abruptly as she entered, this teacher races from the rooftop, slamming the door behind her. I only sink to the ground, relishing in relief that washes through my veins, and I live another day. What a ridiculous encounter. Yama? Yeah! Again, Ari appears. As if from nowhere. This time the alcohol is nowhere to be seen. I understood. I put them back. She quickly bursting with pride. Well, for Ari. Hesitantly, I pat her on the head. Thanks. She only nods placidly and continues to munch on her peach. Just curious, but where did he get that stuff anyway? Huh? The vodka. Sake. Cafeteria kitchens. What? Oh, I see. Wait a minute. What, you stole it from the cafeteria? You weren't using it. That's still the schools. It's illegal for minors to drink and it's illegal to steal, so it must be doubly illegal for minors to drink alcohol that's been stolen. Whatever think of taking the kitchen stock, the idea is either genius, insane, or both. Come to think of it, how does Ari get her peaches? I swear that her stash is inextinguishable. Every time I see her, she has a new peach. Couldn't be. Ari, by any chance? No way, this is ridiculous. All of this is ridiculous. Joking about out. Hold on. And almost getting expelled for it. Peaches, endless peaches coming from nowhere. Mirth bubbles out of me in dry laughter. Ridiculous. Brain damage, memory lapses, bus accident, mutilated bodies, double-faced informants. Hurting Yuri, hurting Masato, Rotani Hiko, and area serial killers. My chuckles transform into an all-out hysterical fit. I struggle to keep breathing as my ribs ache beneath the instinctual heave of my lungs. Give him one of those. It's crazy. All of it. What's funny? My throat aches as I struggle to master myself. Life is hilarious. Area inclines her head, quietly waiting. It's invitation enough. Area, the feeling where you feel like you know everything, but it takes one moment and your whole life crumbles to pieces? Like L'Orange Lamparade? Exactly. I haven't watched Code Geass, but... The L'Orange Lamparade. Always the L'Orange Lamparade. I'm being likened to a fictional character from a show. Attack up. Sure, L'Orange Lamparade. He's a pretty cool guy, right? He kills people. Oh. That's a bit of a damper. I place my fingers behind my head, staring into a nearby flower until my eyes begin to burn. Probably not any better. Yui and I got into an argument yesterday, and I was an idiot. I don't know what came over me. The kinds of things I was saying. I never thought them. Not genuinely. We haven't fought like that well, ever. Is that what death does? Makes you become a completely different person? She seemed fine. Normal. I thought she'd be okay ever since she didn't see it. Well, I mean, that's kind of a naive thing to think. Eri considers this for a moment before she speaks. Every word is enunciated deliberately. Perhaps she had problems. Perhaps she did not want to worry you with. My parents were the same. Your parents? They died. Oh. I feel the urge to say that I'm sorry, but it sounded shallow in the gravity of the moment. Wait, no. Given the mysterious hero and axe combo. I see. Eri only nibbles on her peach. How? I don't realize how insensitive that question is until it's already out of my mouth. Thankfully, before Eri can respond, the warning bell pings. I hurriedly get to my feet. Oh, guess we have to head back to class. Eri silently stands next to me. They fought. Every word seems labored, like it's painful to utter them. They fought? I just don't explain how they passed away. Hold on. There's a strong part of me that wants you to continue. Part of me that's curious about this enigma known as Eri Hiraga. But I can't bring myself to do it. There's enough craziness going on. Finding out about Eri's past might just make things worse. You don't have to tell me. It's fine. I moved to the rooftop door, keen on exiting before it caused any more trouble. It's better this way. My curiosity just leads to hurting people, anyway. Eri silently follows me, staring at the peach cup in her hands. We parted the stairway. Not sure what to say, but at the very least, she doesn't seem angry at me. Just thoughtful. I expect to spend the remainder of my time by myself, but instead, I find Misaki waiting by my chair. Ah, Yama. Hi. You want to go somewhere with me? What, now? No, tomorrow. Of course, right now. Class is about to start. You're seriously coming up with an excuse to stay in school? Yes, I care about my education, thank you very much. I will be learning while you go and be a delinquent by yourself. Thank you very much. She's right. Normally I wouldn't mind. So you're saying we should ditch? I prefer the phrase, investing our time in other endeavors. So ditching. You make it sound so ugly. As sudden as this may be, it might actually end up being kind of fun. I care about my studies. Thank you very much, Misaki. Hey, should I go with her? Honestly, for once, I actually want to stay in school. It's nice to talk with Mickey, but as stupid as it seems, this is the only semblance of normalcy I have. Sorry, maybe after school? Oh, after school. I'm a bit busy with work. Oh. It's fine. Maybe some other time. Feel like you should try to make amends somehow, but the bell's already rung. Misaki returns to her desk. You're absorbed in her phone. The teacher promptly enters the classroom and your opposite knuckle against the board. Afternoon class. It's unfortunate that your PE is right after lunch, but it can't be helped. To the courtyard. The students groan, but follow him out of the doors. Spend the period running around the track and doing basic conditioning. I end up pushing myself much harder than usual. The PE teacher, clearly unnerved, doesn't speak with me for the rest of the class. The afternoon passes by in a similar fashion, stagnant and ridden with idle gossip. It's not until I'm out of the school that I realize I haven't seen Yahiko again. I don't have anyone to hang out with, so I leave straight after class. Still late by the time I return. The day stretches ahead of me, full of possibilities. I assume if we had asked Akira about the thing, maybe there'd be a scene with Akira there. Optionally. Like this game likes to do. But there wasn't. It's still light out by the time I return. The day stretches ahead of me, full of possibilities that don't actually exist. I could study, if there's any point in doing so. Hang out with my friends if I hadn't already screwed them over somehow. You could watch Go Over Metro. I should just talk to them. Honestly, and apologize. At the very least, hear their side of the story. Trying to understand what exactly is going on in their minds. Yet I don't. Even I'm not completely sure why. The only clue lies in this nagging thought in the back of my mind. Maybe it's better that they don't know you. Maybe it's better that if they didn't have to blow out classes in order to find vague clues for an even bigger case. Maybe it's better if they weren't forced to deal with some depressed kid who never got over his sister's death. Maybe their lives would be easier. If that's the case. The only thing I can do for anyone, really, is to solve this case. Solve this case and stay out of the way. The key lies in my laps. Everything could change depending on what I saw last night. You're a coward. We'll see about that. I didn't know why that exchange took place and what it meant. I break out my train of thought, pondering my next course of action. If the doctors can be trusted, all I need is a strong trigger, something that could give my brain a nice kick. Like a blooded corpse. Right, easy. I raise my phone, hands shaking. Nausea churns in my stomach as I bring out my browser search engine, switching the mode to images. I can do this. For Yui, for Masato, Yahiko, Mysterio Shigure, for the people who've died. For Mizu. I tap the screen with finality. Gruesome scenery floods my pupils, pulsing into my brain like black oil, wraps around me, strangling my breath out of my lungs, laughing softly in my ears. What did he search for? Dead bodies? But, I mean, that probably actually brings up it's probably very easy to find. That's the kind of stuff, actually. Never mind. Too late. I struggle against it, but the empty eyes, to wash the organs and veins, sense my head reeling, vaguely feel myself turning over, retching. A lapse pushes at me, but I push back, re-aching into the furthest depths of my mind. Remember. 11? You can do it. A clear voice pierces through the haziness of my mind. What? I know you can do it. Dumped in the yard of some primary school, there's grass and trees and no towering monoliths of skyscrapers. So it's definitely a suburb. Sitting on a swing, and a tiny girl with legs that don't even reach the ground is on the swing next to me. She's a brave one. With every extension of her legs, she pushes higher and higher until she's almost horizontal with the bars. Then I realize that I'm also tiny, and my own legs don't reach the ground. This day, remember it well. Remember it to the point of painstaking detail. Remember how the sun fell on my face. The flowers sang in the wind, and the delighted shrieks of children were a soundtrack that played endlessly in the background. I remember despising it all, because no one should have been happy. Not when I had to move, not when adults kept saying things I didn't understand, not when Mizu was gone. So, when they come, you just tell them, okay? The girl's cheery voice broke me out of my thoughts. It's barely swaying back and forth on the swing, comical juxtaposition to her vivid enthusiasm. Okay. It was not okay. I was not okay. I would not just tell them. As a child, I had very quickly learned that just saying okay was the easiest thing to do. Saying okay makes people happy. Saying okay made people leave you alone. This girl was an exception. She swung down, she suddenly grounded her heels into the bark, but mulch beneath her feet. Wood chips sprayed at me, promptly leapt to my feet, yelping in indignation. Hey! The girl jumped from her swing, landing in front of me. She stood up, her hair seemed to glow like fire in the sunlight. Promise? I flicked bits of bark off my elementary school uniform, nodding dully. Okay. Pinky promise? She stuck out a hand. I shoved mine in my pockets. Okay. Yeah, I'm pinky promising. Cross my heart. Hope to die? I didn't speak because it suddenly felt funny. The girl's eyes widened. Maybe you shouldn't hope to die. Well, that's kind of a harsh thing to Sister's already dead. She said this solemnly, but as a 7-year-old, had absolutely no concept of political correctness, so I only shrugged. Yeah. It's okay. Sets of trampolines in heaven. Trampolines and flowers. Okay. This girl, through with saying her piece, leapt back under her swing and continued her crazy quest to the top. I only made shapes in the bark mulch with the tip of my shoe. Suddenly the girl hunched her knee into her chest and pointed frantically in the distance. Hey, they're coming, hey! Shrink back against the swing. I didn't need to look where she was pointing. I already knew what lay in that direction. Come on, Yama, get up. No. You promised. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You just promised. No, I... Poophead! I stiffened and glanced meekly at the newcomers. 4 older children, bigger in every direction. With glittering eyes and smiles that were far too cheery for this time of day. Or any time of day, for that matter. Why don't you play like us? He doesn't even talk with anyone. He stares at us with those freaky eyes. Oh, he got me good. Like his freak name. Yeah, man, what is... Don't call me that. It's a mountain. The crazy girl slammed her shoes into the ground again, spraying mulch at them. They didn't even flinch, so they grinned widely. Ooh, he's with a girl. In front of their little girlfriend, freaky freak. They got him good. They got him really good. Ooh! I only hunched my shoulders. I need to take a drink. Took the abuse. The girl, on the other hand, curled her fingers into fists, crouching aggressively. Okay, my voice is dying. I've been recording since like 10, and it's 2:20 right now. I usually don't record this much in a single day, but I start class tomorrow, and if I can, it'd be cool to finish Lucid9 before tomorrow. I don't think I'll be able to, though. He's not my boyfriend. We don't kiss yet. Yet is the key word here. Yeah, man, you... What? Crazy girl is Yui? Who would have guessed? I'm gonna get cooties from her. Not enough cooties. You don't get too close, guys. You might get some. Get away! It's the girl Yui lunched after them. I thought one of the bullies was a girl. Did they not say that? I guess I mistook crazy girl, but the four split and ran circles around her, laughing raucously. You guys, came up with a song. Yama needs it. I hate this. Freaky freak, just like a llama. Yeah, what's a llama? Doesn't matter. Yama needs his mama. Freaky freak, just like a llama. I hate this. Isn't there a visual novel where the main heroine turns into a alpaca? I should read that sometime. Needs a girl to fight. Because he has no might. They slapped their hands together, laughing cruelly as they fought to keep the sting out of my eyes and throat. Okay. I said this placidly. Saying okay would make them happy. Saying okay would make them leave me alone. Just as they were about to lose interest, Yui socked one of them straight in the face with her fist, rage twisting her cherubic features. Target collapsed to the ground, sniveling. The rest only laughed. It hit like, she is a girl. Which makes sense. Is that the best you can do? Freaky his freaky girlfriend. Not his girlfriend. What on earth is going on here? Teacher jogged over to the scene, followed by a crowd of twittering students. No, it's pattering students. Yui's eyes lit up, thinking that help was coming. I only continued to stare at my shoes. Knew what would happen. Teacher, these four bullies are... Teacher... Yeah, wait, did Yama hit? Yeah, no, Yui hit. Look at him, teacher, I think he's going to die. Yama's not being nice. You said we should be nice, right? This is bullying. It's almost like their names are Bully 1 through 4. With the flip of a switch, the bullies had transformed into a pile of sniveling, clueless victims to the odious freaky freak. The teacher examined the scene before her, pursing her lips. The crowd awaited their judgment. Even at 7 years old, I already knew what it would be. Yaman, I understand all the bad feelings you must be dealing with, but you can't hit people, okay? Infuriated, Yuri jumped in front of me, yelling at the top of her lungs. You're lying, teacher. I hit him. Teacher smiled tenderly at her. I know that you're very nice and you want to protect Yama, but he needs to take her. I hate this teacher! Yama, come with me. Come with me. We need to see the principal. Okay. Suddenly got to my feet and passed through the crowd to their side, still staring at my shoes. Could hear the bully snickering in the background. Yuri grabbed at my sleeve, whispering softly but intensely. You know what? That's Mommy and Daddy. I'm going to tell them how to get back at the... Whoa, you can't say that! I'll be sorry, just you wait. She released me. The teacher led me away, proper criminal to the execution block. Tried to forget the encounter, to strangle the hope that was rapidly rising in me. Sooner or later, she would get tired of me. Sooner or later, she would decide to leave. Sooner or later, she would just be another face in the crowd, calling me freaky freak. She never did. She moved cities and started attending the academy. I followed her, all the while expecting that one day, she'd realize that she didn't have to be with a freak and she could have any friend she wanted. On that day, I would have moved to Osamu for nothing. But that day never came. I woke blurrily to a hammering door sound, almost like someone pounding at the door. Open up, Yama Ishimoto! No, you're in there. Shikare! Come and get the door, you... Oh, Elizabeth. I allowed myself a moment to take in my surroundings. Looks like it's already nighttime. How long have I been out? Don't make me break this down. Every attack on the door drives further into my headache, making me wince. What is Elizabeth even doing at my apartment at this hour? Just quiet down for a second, okay? Pounding stops, finally. Turning on the lamp, I glance around. At some point, I throw my jacket on the ground. Thankfully, there's no vomit or other body discharge to be seen or smelled. Did I fall unconscious? Did nothing else happen? I'm waiting. 5 minutes, Your Majesty. Struggle to my feet and head to the door. A sudden dizzy smell knocks me over. Rarely catch myself on the kitchen counter in time. But as a result, my hand slips on a cup, sending it crashing to the ground. I wince as the harsh sound scrapes against my eardrums. Porcelain rockets to every corner of the room, skittering across the tile. Good God, what's going on in there? That spin in front of my vision as I struggle to the doorway. Something cuts into my foot. I roughly shake it out. Finally, I managed to open the door. Elizabeth's dour glare promptly melts into shock. Yama? Happy? I started to pick up the porcelain, but my foot twinges with pain. Wincing, I crouch to the ground and examine my heel. Why are you bleeding? Point wordlessly to the shards of the cup. Elizabeth sighs, gingerly plucking them from the corners and dumping them into the trash. I seem to be getting into these scrapes quite often. It's not every day I break a cup. I ponder this silently. It's only then that I actually check the clock. I actually clock the time. What are you even doing here? Actually, how do you even know where I live? She flicks the last of the shards in the trash can, then turns to me, hands on her hips. Is that really what matters right now? Look, first we need to take care of your foot. Where's your first aid kit? Tell her. Wordlessly point to the no, that's not medical, okay? That's medicine. Medicinal cabinet in the kitchen. Bottom shelf, next to the stove. She crisply strides to the cabinet, pulling a pipe of antibacterial ointment and a gal's wrap. No, Gave's wrap? I know what that is, but guys, right? But I can bandage it myself. I can do better. You're seriously turning this into a competition? That wasn't what just stick out your leg. I don't have the will to argue with her. I suddenly extend my foot. She wets a towel and dabs it against my heel. You're lucky that this is a shallow cut. Not even any glass in it. Sure. She expertly slicks the ointment and bites the injury with the wrap. It's as if she's done it so 1,000 times. The fluidity of her emotions are almost hypnotizing. As she finishes, she suddenly speaks, her voice unusually soft. Why were you at the train station yesterday? How does she know? I freeze at her words, withdrawing my foot and taking a step back. Train station? Did she see me with Yui? Is this about Shoji's death? I decided to stick with a cautious answer. Yui was planning on commuting home. What do you mean cautious answer? That's the truth. So she had to take her stuff to the train station. It's not what I meant, Yama, and you know it. Why are you at the scene where an academy student died? I just told you. My mouth runs dry. I work to speak past the ache in my throat. What? Shoji Hasegawa. He died at that train station and you were there. How do you know about that? What did you just tell me? Why are you there at that exact moment? The pressure from her words bears down on me heavily. I make my way over to the couch and take a seat. Were you there too? Yama, just answer. How did you know? Why are you always so insufferable? I might not be your best friend, but don't you trust me? Just one whit? My exhaustion, my nausea, my dizziness culminates into a lump of longer than resentment. Insufferable? I'm the one who's you kinda are insufferable to her, Yama, and to a lot of people. I was just a normal student in a normal class. I didn't cause trouble. I didn't bother anyone. Who bothered whom first? Who insulted whom first? Who's the person who pretended to be my friend? I wasn't pretending. I was trying to help you. Oh yeah, you were an angel. Nagging and criticizing and micromanaging me. Should have just done my homework for me. Let me ask you. Did I ever ask for your help? Did I ever ask you for you to tell me that I was trash at everything? Look, I'll admit I made some mistakes, but I was trying to help you. Well, I thought so too. Till that project. Don't tell me I'm insufferable. You're the one who started it. What project? Elizabeth bristles visibly and grabs my shoulders. Her breath is hot against my face. Kind of lavender and vanilla brushes against my cheek. What do you expect? Do you think I'd baby you around? You dumped that project. Left me to do everything. You don't know how many all-nighters I had to pull just to get that bloody poster done in time. The poster isn't even what? Worth anything? It's worth a grade, Yama. Grades are money. Yama is completely the bad guy in that situation. More than that, it was the CityLink project that was worth 50% of our grade. I had a whistle. Did you guys hear the whistle? I blink in surprise at this fact. Honestly, I never checked the syllabus. The fact that one project would be worth so much is alien to me. Elizabeth quiets and releases my shoulders, sitting down on the opposite side of the couch and folding her hands in her lap. Where's the audio? Where's the music? Oh, there it is. The yield counting of this school is just pocket change. The CG looks weird. Like the Masaki one. Not exactly. My parents aren't billionaires or anything. Maybe, but you can slack and you'll come back another semester. You can scrape by at the bare minimum and stay assured that you'll remain a student. But I need to work for it, so I'm not a burden on my father. He's already busy with work, the house, and with me. Education is just out of the question. She seems to shrink inwardly, looking oddly defeated. Should have worked past my shock and phrased my next question delicately. Your mom, doesn't send help? She's probably dead. Yeah, she's dead. That's not a good question to ask, Yama. Come on. Oh. Yeah, it makes it a bit difficult. Just a little. She recovers and stares me in the eye. You already know that I'm a part-timer at the cafe, even while I keep up the illusion of being rich to others. The absolute best thing I can contribute is maintaining an academic scholarship at the academy. My cynical side can't help but laugh. Scholarship? Who'd work so hard to come to a school like the academy? But at the same time, if I'm fair, Millet's one of the best high schools around. It shows you just how many quality of education has deteriorated since the Depression. To you, Yama, it may just seem like I only cared about my grade. Yes, I was controlling. I wanted to control every aspect of the project. But it wasn't just for a nice letter on a card. Just to keep my scholarship. If I had let things fly, I would have lost it. What? With you dropping the other end, most I could have gotten in that course was 50 points. That's worth half my grade, well, I guess my scholarship. I absorbed this quietly. Truthfully, I don't even know how to respond. I didn't know. I'm aware of that now. My grades are my livelihood. So it's how I uphold myself about my peers, my extracurricular activities, and my everything, really. Full scholarship to a school like this is nothing to sneeze at. So you're basically a slave to the school. I won't deny it felt that way, a lot. But it doesn't matter, as long as I can win it back. She trails off, her eyes drifting to the distance. I nudge her. Win what? Huh? Oh, nothing. It sure looks like nothing. Well, it's not important at the moment. What I want to know is, why you're such an insufferable... what's the policy on that one? Let me, I don't have any books at hand. I can't do the shuffling of papers joke. Insufferable guy on that project. There we go. Needless to say, to admit it, you weren't completely awful until it started. Her subtle insults almost seemed to hold a teasing edge. Perhaps me to reply honestly. Well, your nagging was irritating and your opinions were bad. But honestly, I didn't care that much until this one date where you mentioned my sister. Sister? She seems genuinely aghast at this nugget of information. You don't remember? I didn't even know you had a sister. Oh, interesting. At the time you thought it was I thought it was a deep insult. And your sister thought so too? Well, she's dead. Oh. Bit hard. Just a bit. Sorry then. I didn't know. Is that why you dropped the project? Something like that. Well, makes sense. A moment of silence falls between us as we work to process these revelations. Honestly, it feels pretty alien to share a civil conversation with Elizabeth. Up until a week ago, we've been at each other's throats on a nearly daily basis. This really is like Pride and Prejudice, isn't it? What? We've gotten so long misunderstanding you. Well, so have I. Because both of us are Mr. Darcy. And Elizabeth Bennet. I suppose everyone is, to some extent. You more than most, Miss half-English woman whose name is Elizabeth. Just you as well, Mr. Takes his wealth for granted. Have I gotten the Elizabeth route? Like, I mean, I'm okay with that. But I mean, what about the Shigure route? Before I can respond to this, she clears her throat. But this is getting off topic. Seriously, Yama, I didn't know why you were at the train station. My guard instantly rises, even though Elizabeth doesn't seem to have any bad intentions. Just the mention of the trauma puts me on alert. Why do you need to know? Elizabeth rockets to her feet, her voice low as she glares down at me. Why? Because depending on your answer, you could be the primary suspect in recent disappearances. Primary suspect? How would she know? Why would I was just... Do I need to spell it out? Katsu Kobayashi. He's a policeman. The one who found you in the forest a few days back. Right around the time they found a body in that same forest. How does she know that? A mutilated body of a student that matched the pattern of disappearances. Well, Katsu's in charge of Shoji Hasegawa's case at the train station. What does he hear from his primary witness? That you were there. Of all bloody incompetent people, you somehow possess the intelligence and initiative to flawlessly kidnap and murder 46 people. I can't tell whether she's insulting me or fighting for my innocence. Not that it matters when she knows so much. How did you... She throws her hands up in the air. Right, my father's the bloody superintendent of the bloody Isamu Police Department. Katsu's a family friend. Now will you tell me? Stricken speechless by this barrage of revelations. Elizabeth is the daughter of the police superintendent? Hey, can you tell I'm not evil? I'm a good guy. Probably. Come to think of it. Maybe she has superior knowledge of dressing wounds because her dad is the police superintendent. Pieces started falling into place. Elizabeth's a typical outlook on the killings, systematic behavior during the school investigations, and she knew how to handle a gun, even just in laser tag. Something makes sense about her. If you're wondering, no, my father doesn't blab about confidential information. I learned as part of an investigative process that involves Katsu interviewing me. What? I wasn't even thinking about that. Why were you wasting time? Just tell me what you're doing at the station. Napping? I told you I was helping you move. Those are the words I wanted to say, but can't. What was I doing? At the train station? Might have just painted. When I'm sleeping, when I'm lampsing, I have no clue what I'm doing. Elizabeth's frown flattens into neutral curiosity. Yama? I don't know. It's impossible to tell what's going on. Everything happened so quickly. The deaths. Being drafted as an assistant, then being fired. More deaths, fights. All over in the space of what, 9 days since school started? You're just being ridiculous. You either did something or you didn't. Look, just say that you couldn't have had anything to do with Shoji's death. What if I did? Then you say that you did. Is it really that hard? Hard to admit that you could be a serial killer without even knowing? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty hard. Then again, she just thinks that I'm joking. What if I don't know? Her expression quiets as she seems to understand. You're not seriously entertaining this idea, are you? For God's sake, Yama, you a murderer? It's a lot of rubbish. You can't know that for sure. Oh, yes I can. Look, it's bloody impossible. Clearly you're not the actual killer, or you wouldn't be acting this way. Therefore, there's no reason that you would have anything to do with these killings. Stars above, for a rational person, sure do awful little thinking. Ironically enough, the bite in your tone is comforting. She sounds so confident, like I can never be guilty, like I've never actually hurt someone. She doesn't know about my lapses. She doesn't know that I could potentially be a completely different person. Look, you're many things, Yama, but a murderer is not one of them. You gotta believe that. If you don't, no one will. What if no one already does? And you gotta show them. Show them who you are. Show them what you can do. They'll doubt you. They'll fight you. Maybe your friends will leave you. But you gotta fight back. I've no doubt that to any other person, your speech will be amazingly inspirational. To any other person, life changes would be made and worldviews would be altered. But fighting back, involving people, doing something, that's what I've been doing for this past week. Uncovering, investigating, taking initiative. Well, we saw how that turned out. Still have to admit that she stirs hope. Even in someone like me, her words still make me want to leap up, to raise my fists, to fight back. I just don't know if it'll make things better or worse. Thanks, Elizabeth. She falters, her eyes widening. What? That's the first time you didn't call me Lucy. Would you prefer that? Not particularly, just feels odd. Her eyes drift across mine, slowly, contemplatively. Well, I don't know with your pity party? Exclusively get to done, I suppose, Miss Bennet. Fair enough, Mr. Darcy. You have to go. Know how you enjoy your parties. Ah, yes. You can tell by my acute desire to eat, drink, and dance the night away. Well, the night is scarcely young. Hold on. Let me grab that. Okay, we're good. Wait, it's midnight? She leaps away, pointing to my clock in clear horror. Oh, looks like it is. Good God, I have to get going. Now. Shirley shoves the medicine back into the cabinet and scrambles to the doorway. I secretly grab her sleeve. Wait, what's the... Let's go. Now. Wait, what? She doesn't look like she's going, but I quickly release her. Something dawns on me. Oh, academy curfew? What? No, I have a permit because of my father's job. Does everyone have a... Does the curfew even exist, or does everyone just ignore it? Then what is it? What is it? Homework? Sleep schedule? No, nothing like that. Shouldn't it be obvious? Girls in a boys' home in a lit alley. Wait, just that? Something to worry about. Had plenty of girls over. Not the best thing to say. Uriel's one of them. Heck, she even knows the key code to my door. But Elizabeth doesn't seem to take this as comforting. In fact, she turns white as a sheet. Plenty of girls? It's fine, people don't care around here. I care. Do you know what this could be due to my reputation? She faces agitatedly, wringing her hands. Your worry is stressing me. Look, like I said, it's not a big deal. Guys have girls over all the time, and girls have guys over all the time. She stops in her tracks and stares at me. Oh, as friends. What else would they be doing? Asking because you don't know? That's generally why people ask questions, yes? According to you, girls come over and guys come over and they just study or play games and eat, yeah? Like, we play, get the wing first. Whoever touches it wins. You don't play that game? This is exactly what were you thinking? Can't believe we're having this conversation. She covers her face and rearranges her jacket, quickly opening the door. I'm just gonna go. Now. I'm left flabbergasted as she slams the door in my face. Can't even get an award. Well, that's abrupt. As well, I'll never know what's going on in that head at first. Yeah! This really doesn't mean anything to you, Yama. But I believe in you. Before I can make a move, she promptly shuts the door again. This time I hear the rapid clink of her shoes against the apartment hallway as she strides out of the complex. She believes in me? Well, people. Elizabeth Oshiro believes in me? Well, it's just the irony of life, I suppose. Can't deny that it's reassuring, the most bizarre way. She's more confident than I am in my own innocence. It feels nice to have someone like that on your side. Fighter, warrior. Someone will know to tell the truth to your face, even if you don't want them to. I can trust you, weirdly enough. The boost to my mood gets me into an investigating mood, but I manage to stave it off. For now, I need to go to bed and get some rest. I'm going to tackle this scam. Need to do it on an alert mind and a lot of sleep. We made it. Jackhammer? Okay. But we made it to 1 day prior. Meaning, we're very close to being done with Lucid9. I don't know how the endings work in this game. Is there only one, true ending? Are there... I think there's a lot of bad endings. I think I remember reading that. So I'm gonna see you guys next time. We're already going over 40 minutes, so we'll see what this jackhammer is next time. Bye.